Hey guys, it's SF and welcome to this week's Monster of the Week. And this week is going to be Nirai Kanai. I have been keeping. It's been 2 months since he came. Well, actually 1 month, uh, but I've been keeping off for other monsters. So finally, here it is, Nirai Kanai. So he is the Bakuzetsu, the water Bakuzetsu, uh, the water one, the second one, and then a really tough dungeon, if I do say so myself. I can't really beat it consistently yet. But let's look at his stats. Dragon, he has a dragon class, so very little slayers for dragon. There's only like a few like Heracles and not Heracles, but like you know what I mean. Basically Kenshin evolve, and then there's like farmables like Mephisto, stuff like that. But his HP is around 23k. Attack with the gauge is around 28k, and then speed is 333, and then very balanced, very high stats in general. He is a balance gauge with a Minesweeper and a gauge of no gravity barrier. Strike shot is a class slayer, so speeds up and powers up, and strength up, and then does big damage to the class he first hits. So if he hits like a demon class, then he becomes a demon slayer for that turn. And then Bump Combo is an Energy Burst 4 with 57 400 power. I'll get more to it later. And then a Plasma, which is a little bit weaker than like Kushina does, but relatively okay. It is a Plasma sub, so it doesn't do that much damage, but that's kind of one of his weak points. The Plasma doesn't do that much, but you know, still does some damage. Some. And I'm bringing him in Nirai Kanai. I mean, not. I'm bringing him to Akala because he's probably one of the better ones in the game for this dungeon. He just does so much damage in general. He's good for mob clearing purposes. So let's proc his bump combo. So his energy burst, if you saw in the previous turn, it shoots 4 little beams of explosions, and that explosion, each of those explosions does 57,400. So, and it also procs weak spots, but it does not proc other bomb combos. That's if that happened, then that would be way too OP. That would be way too OP. But it does a lot of damage to mobs in general. And then of course, if you hit the boss with it, then it does a lot as well. And let's break the zombie loop. Boom. Like I said, very high speed, lots of attack, and this has a sword, so it does a little bit more, but it can pretty much one-shot that Agni. And I kind of want to use Mamong because he's a new character. But the main focus is Nirai Kanai. I just want to use Mamong because he's basically there for the strike shot. So if you want to see his strike shot, see Mamong's strike shot, I guess that's okay as well. But the one really bad thing about Nirai Kanai's bump combo is that you cannot really aim for it. You can position for it, but it's really hard to actually position for it because it's so abstract. It's so new, basically. It's nothing that anyone has actually played with before. A short range EX laser, basically. Not many people like position for EX lasers in general, and as you can see, just one shots the zombie, which is not good. Yeah, it does so much damage. Let's just kill this guy first. Or not. Wow, I'm messing up all over. The energy burst does have a little... The explosion range is not that great. So you cannot really hit 2 guys at once with 1 burst. Unless they're like really close together. Like within like pinching distance. I guess I'll just focus the Agni. Oh my god. I thought I didn't have enough to kill him. That was a big mistake. And I'm probably just gonna use Nirai's bump combo to just one shot. Although I kinda want to get the heart first. That was not good. Probably this is not the best dungeon to do a monster of the week because I kinda want to keep these videos relatively short. But as you can see, the energy burst didn't really hit anybody if you are outside of Nirai Kanai's. If Nirai Kanai is not really in good position. Okay, there goes that loop. And grab the sword, and yeah, it doesn't really do much. But Nirai Kanai is basically stacking more no gravity barrier monsters into the water pool, which there is a lot of. There is a lot of no gravity barrier and no gravity barrier water monsters, you know, like Butterfly, Napoleon, and all that stuff. And of course, amongst Shido as well, who is also a Minesweeper, no gravity barrier. I think for like Akala, Nirai Kanai is a little bit better than Shido, and just because he is a bounce monster when you compare it to Amakusa's Pierce. And that basically one-shot the Agni there with just the burst. See, it's kind of hard to actually aim for it. Should I just strike shot? I don't want to strike shot though. And since the energy burst doesn't really hit it, I'm just going to use Hot Gloves to just clear the zombie loop. Awesome. And let's see, is he in range? He doesn't look to be in range. Let's test it out. Okay, he hit the wolf and that's it. If he's like basically if he's in like attack range of the bump combo, he can basically one shot any mob. Which is awesome, but you know, you have to actually position for it. Grab the heart, awesome. Okay, now the fun part comes because annoying zombie loops are done. And he's okay. What you call it? Nirai Kanai is okay for the bump combo. Like I said, it explodes, so it has a little bit of range. So as long as you hit somewhere near the hitbox of the boss or any enemies, then you'll hit. And then I'm just gonna use more Mamones. This is my first time using it, so hopefully it works. Oh, I missed. But good thing for Mamon's bump combo strike shot is only 12 turns. And that completely whiffed for Nirai Kanai. Okay, Nirai Kanai is good for the bump combo. So let's hit it. Too bad it didn't hit the weak spot, but it did deal some damage. Oh, I kind of want to take the heart for the next bar, but let's clear him. That's good. Of course, being a bounce is really good for a color because you can pinch a lot, and then on top of this strike shot, it does a lot. Okay, time to speed things up a little bit. But Momo himself is not that bad. Flight, no gravity barrier. And with that critical, that did 8 million, 9 million. Which basically wiped out that bar easily with 2 shots. Now the real fun starts with Akala boss. And Burst missed the weak spot by a little bit. It did, since Akala is really big in terms of his size, his burst can hit, you can hit him with 2 of the energy bursts, which is really cool. But he is in line with the cross laser, which is not good. So I'm moving him up. And he should be okay. There we go. Very easy in terms of the first bar of Akala. But other uses for Nirai Kanai, Izanami is basically the other main one. There's not much else he can be really useful for in terms of impossibles. He's good for the tower, and a lot of people really struggle with the 31st floor, so he is like probably a very good pick. He's probably the best farmable pick in my opinion. Some may, well actually I guess Taira no Kiyomori is a little bit better, but I wouldn't count Nirai Kanai out in terms of usefulness in that spot. Awesome. And sadly Nirai Kanai is not in the best position for his strike shot. If only I can move him out. Okay. Nirai Kanai is like in the worst, so I'm just gonna try it out. But what it does is the first enemy he hits, he is the Slayer for it. So as long as I hit Akala, he'll be a Demon Slayer for that shot. And hopefully I can get to the bottom of the bottom left one, and I completely whiffed. But he is in good position for his burst. Which is awesome. Boom. Beautiful. And then let me try Momo. I'm just going for the side. It's a lot easier. Oh, that was close. That was close. I kind of want to hit the left side wall, but it probably knocked him out. Oh, that is not cool. That is not cool. That is not cool. Let's one-shot this guy. Come on! 4 million. And she leaked out. But should be okay with if Nirai Kanai can get into the weak spot. Next is Hera, so I don't want to. I'm banking all on Akala. Close. Close. But this should be ending It should end it. Just hit everybody, and it should be okay. That was a little bit close. That was a little bit close. But all in all, Nirai Kanai is a very, very good monster. Probably my favorite monster right now in terms of farmables. Good stats all around. Powerful bomb combo, although it's really hard to hit. And then Strike Shot is very powerful as well. The only bad parts is, ooh, a Divine. Really bad part is that it is a hard quest. Of course, you need 5 max luck. Here's a hard quest. Not many people. It's really hard to have a full farmable team because most farmables are really meh for it. You kind of want like a Gabrielle, at least one Gabrielle in there, and she's a very hard monster to actually get because she is an exclusive. But all in all, Nirai Kanai, very, very good monster. Good for Akala, good for Izanami, good for a lot of fire quests in general. And I think just like a little bit better than Amakusa Shield, but just by a little bit. But that's pretty much it for me. If you have any other questions about Nirai Kanai, then put it in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.